Sometimes you gotta go look at yourself and go, I'm ready to relinquish this.
I'm one of them people, hey, you gotta give a man a day in court.
The underlining of all of it is authenticity, right?
She's making them money, so they gonna put the camera on her because she is paid.
I think the prize is the other person. We have not integrated in the United States. Start buying some of the things that we have to offer. Then we will see a difference in how we act as Black people. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are back. It's another Wednesday. In case you were not sure, today is Wednesday. Every time you see us five on screen, most of the time it's going to be Wednesday until we do a pop-up. Thank y'all for joining us once again. My name is Anthony Goodson, and you are watching Rebrand Us. I'm your host, along with all these beautiful people. And Ace, we have Yashika down in the corner. What's up, Yashika?
Hey, y'all. I caught that, by the way.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, I caught
that. Right there. We got my main man who does not have his rebranded shirt on. We're going to switch him out because he's hard-headed today. Zach, what's up, Zach?
Hey, man, I sold out of the other ones. I only got the black one. I can't wear it 5 weeks in a row.
Well, hey, we're going to, you know what? We know he clean, man. We'll go there.
Yeah. It's a uniform.
Up in our corner, coming way from California. How you doing, Helen? How you doing?
Listen, I'm directly across my brethren. That's my shirt also is in the laundry. So, but at least we color coordinated, right? At least we all look unified. Y'all represent for us all. Hey y'all in TV computer land.
He got a V-neck. What's that you got? Like a U-neck? What is it called?
Unit.
So local unit. Helen, tell them how they can catch you on your podcast, by the way.
Oh, right. Honestly, Helen, on most streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, Google, all the things. Just search me. It's how it's spelled without the underscore.
Yes,
right.
Follow.
Also, you can check us out on Rebrand Us podcast, YouTube. Go there. You can go to all the other streaming platforms. We're in TikTok. I think we're the Rebrand Us over there. We're Rebrand Us podcast on Instagram as well. And of course, if you see us here on Facebook, we are Rebrand Us. Hey, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. How y'all doing this evening?
Hey.
You know what, y'all? Let's just talk tonight. Let's have a good time. We had a lot of stuff planned, and those things didn't actually come to fruition. Let's go over the last couple of weeks for all of those who are watching. We had a lot of disappointments. If y'all watched this 2 weeks ago, y'all realized that Sweetly Seasoned, who disappointed Keith Lee, also disappointed us. She was supposed to be on the show. She didn't do it. Last week, the Reverend Dr. George Wallace, I believe was his name. He, the comedian George Wallace was supposed to be here last week. We had a beautiful surprise for you all last night, which of course, Reverend Dr. George Wallace once again, and he flaked on us again last night. So we've had a rough couple weeks here. So today we just decided, and then of course we had somebody scheduled tonight, and they didn't get a chance to make it. So we decided we just gonna hang out with each other tonight. So thank y'all for joining us, whoever's out there. We're gonna talk now.
Nobody like us.
So anyway,
I don't believe that.
Zach, what you doing?
So.
Yeah? Is you really trying to hug us? You got all the clothes? You muted too? You trying to talk sweetly? That's crazy.
Zach, you muted just in case you didn't know.
My laptop is about to go dead.
Another disappointment. Another disappointment is
that's the same excuse George used.
What's up, Dietrich? How you doing? How you doing, fam?
What's up, man?
All right, y'all. So anyway, we do have a show at least planned for you. So be sure to go and subscribe to YouTube. Tell your people, please do us a favor. Don't forget to share. Tonight, we're going to talk about some of the things that has disappointed us over the last couple of weeks, of course. But first, Helen, should we start off strong?
Always.
I'm going to start off strong.
Let's do it.
We're going to do this twice, actually. We're going to talk about this for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to come back a little bit later and talk about it for another 5 minutes. But there's a video that's swirling. I don't know if y'all seen this. And this video is extremely eye-opening, perhaps. I don't know if that's the right word, Helen. Or disappointing. I don't know. I'm going to let y'all take a look at this video. And everybody, if you're out there in podcast land, TV land, whatever you call yourself, please let us know how you feel. Now, this video is like a minute long. I'm gonna cut it off about halfway through. But everybody, pay attention to this. Tell us how you feel about this video, and then we'll explain.
Oh, excuse me. Where's Brandon?
You better get up off
Where's
me,
Brandon?
man.
Where's Brandon?
Get away from me, bro.
No,
Hey, you need to get. Hey.
I will get off.
Right now.
I don't care.
Get off the street right now.
That way, Michael.
Okay, I'm not gonna play anymore because mostly it's gonna be a lot of that. So what happened in this video was it was a high school graduation. Young white lady, as you saw, was walking towards the camera. I'll show her again in about a second so you can see it. As she's getting ready to shake the hands of all the different dignitaries, whoever they were, the school district, she was about to shake their hand. Her father jumps on stage. Is that right, Helen?
Mm-hmm.
And he saw the superintendent, who was a black man, and he decided he did not want his daughter to shake her hand. So he pushed the superintendent out of the way. So I think y'all got some of the audio from that, and I'll play it again just so y'all can hear it just now. I just played like 10 seconds of it. And just kind of pay attention now that you know what's going on. Just 10 seconds of it.
Oh, excuse me. Where's Brandon?
You better get up off
Where's
me,
Brandon?
man.
Where's Brandon?
Get away from me, bro.
No.
All right. Now that we know what's going on, Ace, tell us how you feel about that.
Wait. Asterisk on it. Because the comments always tell you more than the video sometimes. So apparently, the backstory is that the daughter was either being bullied or a bully. Dad had conversations with the school. Nothing happened. The black man is the superintendent. He apparently was a part of the solution, which is nothing happened, but also the guy in front of him was also a part of that. And he chose to only go after the only colored woman on that stage. So we don't know exactly what happened, but that's some context. And when I was reading the comments, that kept coming up. So that either way, that he did.
Do we at least know where this happened? What city or state?
I think.
Washington State.
My phone downstairs. You want me to go run and get it so I can tell you?
You know what?
Sure.
That's, with the backstory that Helen gave, that's crazy. Like, why even let her go? Why'd you let her show up?
Yeah, for me, I don't know this story, so I'm kind of like just seeing it with everybody else. But for me, she didn't seem like she had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And so why ruin it for her?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why not, like, whatever your problem is, let that be after, because this graduation, right? It's a core memory.
Right.
It's a core memory. So this is something she won't ever forget. This is supposed to be amazing. We've all graduated.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how it feels to graduate. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a big deal. And so for him to do that to her, let's take away what them and how he felt about them. He did this to her. It's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, and I say this in the most non-sexual way, so y'all please don't take it that way, but in everything you do, there must be a climax, right? I know that sounds bad, but everything you do, there must be a climax. Even when you go and buy your groceries and pay for it, paying for it is that piece. The end of a football game, the end of a movie, everything. And after 12 years of going to school,
right,
that's the longest time you probably have to do anything in accomplishment.
Yep.
We'll have that the right, C word. It just felt weird because my mom was watching. And I think that he took this away. So, and thank you, Helen, for giving us a little bit of background on that, because I didn't know. I just saw what I saw. And there's actually a headline that comes to it. The headline says, "Black father won't allow black superintendent to touch the hand of a daughter," or something to that nature. So that's the headline. I didn't get to see the entire, video. Plus, I didn't read anything to it.
And just on that tip, also, because I was looking at something at work, so I couldn't do too much digging, but I was trying to dig it up because it got my attention. The headline piece, the one I saw was "Unidentified father doesn't let daughter touch black man." And then when you go in the comments, they also he not unidentified. His name is Matt something. His name is Matthew Eggerty, but they know that man's name. Yes. So it's so interesting that when a white father does it, we don't know him.
Right.
If it was any of y'all, boy, your social security be on that damn screen.
I think he should have handled that before. Like that situation should have been handled before the graduation, like about how you feel.
Or after.
You know,
You
even
gotta
if
let
he
her
didn't,
graduate.
yeah, even if he didn't want him to touch him, like before grad, he said, "Hey man, when my daughter come across the stage, you know, something like that." But shouts out to the superintendent because man, I would have had to punch old boy in the face.
Hell
And
no.
you heard him say, "Bro, get off
I
me,
guess-
bro." You know,
I
he
guess
heard me.
I would have a question because to me, I don't know if I'm playing devil's advocate or not, but the headline, I don't know. Because if he's mad because the superintendent's not doing anything, he just happens to be black. Do you think he don't want his daughter to touch a black man's hand?
So
Or do you think that he's just mad at the superintendent? He don't want no matter what race the superintendent was, he don't want.
there's a comment that says you can hear him say, "I don't want him to touch that man's hand," and lots of people assume it's a black man. And also there was that big white guy. He also was with the superintendent on not doing anything. So if anything, he should have did something to both of them, not just targeted one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right? Like, if it's more than one person,
race,
why would you go after the only black guy? If you I would went after at least the white guy. I'm not going after the only black man.
Maybe they had
the
some.
superintendent's son is messing with her.
I think it's stupid, but I'm not gonna go racial on this one.
Yeah, because they could have been arguing on the phone. They could have like when he was doing nothing, the superintendent could have been like the loudest voice. Hey man, quit calling up here. We told you we're gonna do this and that.
Right.
You know what I'll say? Let's go to the comments first. But I will say this: there is a time and a place to do everything. That was the absolute worst time to do something. That looked country, hillbilly, all that stuff. And I'm going to. I'm not even. You know what? Race is always the absolute the last, but that's the headline of it. So with little information, that's what we went.
Yeah.
Through. Anyway, Dietrich says this just shows how free-spirited, privileged people have become to what's that word? Usurp.
Yeah.
Is that it? Their will over others. I like that. And then Craig says that's wow. Hey, what's up, Craig? How you doing out there?
What's up, Craig?
A couple comments. Deborah Goodson, my mommy, whose birthday, by the way, was a couple days ago.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
She said, "We like you guys so much." Hey, y'all, don't worry. She'll have another one coming in a couple weeks. It's a whole midwife situation. It's old school. We love you guys so much. We would not rather see anyone else but you. Of course, she's talking about George Wallace. Craig said, "What's up to us?" Let's move it right along. We'll come back to that in just a little bit. Keep your word. Let's talk about this for a little bit.
Come on. If you don't have your word, then what do you have?
If you don't have, the Bible say, let your yes be yes.
Yeah.
And your
Hey,
no
you might want to
be
mute
no.
Yashika. You might want to mute Yashika. You see how she leading into the thing already? She ready.
Hey, she sounded like she was eating. She said,
Hey,
when a black woman start eating and there's nothing, start tasting stuff and there's nothing that they're eating. Are you ready?
Y'all, the sad part is that we just had this conversation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We just had this conversation. So I think to be in a space where our job is to put on a show, an informal show, but an entertaining show, and then to try and bring a better show to the people, thinking like we've done everything we can to lock this in, and then to get to the day, and then back to back, I just wish people could at least say, hey, actually, never mind. Or can't do it. Say something, but just don't not show up or not communicate. It ain't gotta be that same day. Maybe the next day. My bad, fell asleep. I don't know, but something. Don't just completely say nothing.
I know forgiving that's gonna be a Sisyphean. I can tell you that now.
Hey,
we got a word of the day. We'll talk to you more about that in a little bit. But you know what, Helen? I say this. I mean, that's all well and great. What happened to us over the last 3 weeks? Actually, 3 guests in a row. 3 guests in a row. One of them twice. But in regular everyday, keep your word. I mean, you know. Yeses be yeses, no's be no. Yashika, if I say I'm gonna come see you today, I'm coming. Right? Something happens, I get it.
Unless it
life
rains.
Life happens, but certainly life can't happen to me twice.
Yeah.
Right? And so I think that's the thing that frustrates me the most is because there's a certain level of expectation. I'm not gonna say, Helen, that I'm coming to see you if I really don't have a strong intention.
I think that's the problem. I think most of us don't. I think we still say yes when we don't have a strong intention. Why most people flake. I would say that's what I had to learn is that when I don't, even if I'm not 100% the time you ask me, I should just say no. If I don't want to do it now, I'm probably not going to do it when the day comes. But you disappoint people, right? Or you like, oh, maybe I'll feel different. I think most of our problem is half-ass knowing we don't want to do it and still committing to it, hoping that we change our mind.
Yeah.
Or something fall in place.
Yeah.
Zach, is it hard to say no?
Sometimes, depending on who the person is. Yeah.
Why is it so hard?
It's like what Helen was saying.
That's what she said.
Ha!
Oh,
Yeah.
Rashika,
All right, y'all. Well, it was fun.
Sponsors over. Sponsors are over.
Most of the listeners didn't even catch it. That's okay. Anyway, Zach, why is it so hard to say no?
I think the fear of letting somebody down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you know if you're not gonna do something. You know what I mean? Like if you know you like she said, you know, if you really don't have that intention, come Friday, you know you really ain't trying to deal with that, whatever it's gonna be. You go do whatever, and then you gonna come up and call them later on. Hey, I was out of town and I did this.
Yeah.
You knew you was going out of town on Friday anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
And
So it's not so you know it's up to us to believe that if the person is telling you the truth or not. You just gotta go. All right, man. You just didn't up and say I'm gone.
Right.
You knew you were going.
And I take you at your word too. So like I'm not gonna try to guess and see why you didn't come. Like I take you at your word. If you tell me you're gonna do it, then I take you at your word. And you only got once or twice, George, to tell me something and not do it for me to still keep believing that you can do something. Do you know what I mean? So like it's cool if you, hey, I'm so sorry. I'm not, I'm sorry I went to sleep or whatever, like Helen said. But then you make another, I won't say promise, but and you give me your word again. And that falls through too. And then you tell me sorry again. Then you give me your word again? Like.
But when is it more important? Is it always important? Or is it like this podcast for us going, hey man, we were looking forward to this. The world was looking forward to this versus, hey, Yashika, I want to go to the beach.
It's always important. I think your word could be your bond.
It's supposed to be.
I think it's always important.
But we all fall short of it.
We do. And that's okay because we're human, right? Yeah. So we can do that. But you have to be able to say, I'm sorry. Because that's important too.
Right.
Like if you can't do it, to come and say that you can't do it is cool too, because you receive it better. Like if I couldn't come, I would tell you.
Yeah.
Then you receive
I got that one too. Now listen, I'm gonna be very transparent. So I actually have this past month, I've been struggling with, I wouldn't say keeping commitments, but there will be small commitments that aren't high stake commitments that another commitment comes through that I need to flake on. Like there's been a lot of rescheduling, and I think for a long time I felt bad because a part of it is like me not managing my time well, right? And also not saying no, because if I already had commitments, then I shouldn't make other commitments. But I'm also grown, right? I'm also grown, so I have to live my life the best way I know how. Yep. And I feel like at the end of the day, if you're in my corner and you rock me, you know who I am. When I do reschedule and I do have to say, hey, actually, let me renege on this, there's not, oh, you being funny. It's like, okay, no, I you don't do the softener, I get what you're coming from. Mind you, I don't make a habit of it, but I've also gotten better at not let myself feel so guilty because I do have a life. And because I'm not a habitual flaker. If you can't, like we said, let life understand that, then there's a disconnect because I'm gonna be empathetic or understanding of you. Now, if it happened every time we hang out, you reschedule and you don't make the date you keep.
Well, you know what, Helen? Actually, wait, somebody just called in. I think it's the old president. Okay, yeah. Here we go.
In Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee. They fooled me once. Shame on you. It fooled me. We can't get fooled again.
Yeah, I think he didn't know what he was talking about.
He had to just sum it on there. He had to just sum it on there. He like, you know what it is.
He can dodge that shoe, though. He can dodge that shoe.
Oh, yeah.
Tasha Go says, one time, shame on you. Fool me 2 times, shame on me. Hey, Zach, I'm sorry to cover up your face. Says sometimes we get so big that we forget where we come from, Victoria, right? And some things we feel are beneath us, forgetting that we were on a come up at one point. I like that. She also says, or he could just not be a man of his word. Maybe that's true. Maybe just life. And then Deborah Goodson says, what is the difference between not keeping your word and just lying. I think we're gonna get to that in just a minute. And then Tamara Thomas says, after the first time, now you're sus. Yeah. So let's go back to that real quick.
Until she do it though. Until she do it. Because she gonna do it at one point, so she can't say that. You know what I mean? Because then you sus at that point. So
she wouldn't do that.
What is the difference between not keeping your word and just plain old lying?
Yeah, that's good.
That's a thin line.
That's good.
I think lying is you knew right off that it's like, yeah, right. You know what I mean?
There was no intent.
Yeah, but not keeping word, I think is worse because you actually had intent, then just didn't follow through with it. It was like you just thought, it wasn't as important as I thought it was.
So it's the second time a lie?
No.
The second time is also just the.
No, I ran out of gas.
You know what though? Let me tell y'all something. This is old school. Yashika, I need you to come over here on Friday. I have a brand new Mercedes I'm gonna just give to you. Will you come? And it's important to you. So guess what you're gonna do? Yes. George, let's take George Wallace for example. This is the Oprah Winfrey show. George, I need you on the show Tuesday night. Will George be there? Yes. It's just not important to him. And that's fine. So anyway, it has hurt us a little bit. It not hurt me really. It just kind of upset us a little bit. Nevertheless, what are we going to do next? We're just going to keep it moving. Y'all are going to see a whole lot of things happening over the next few months.
We got bigger guests, bigger stars.
Bigger guests, bigger stars, and we're not gonna let the cat out of the bag just yet. T. Nelson, what's up, T? How you doing? And one of our favorites, Angie
Brown, what's happening? I need some referrals.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So what we playing tonight? We do have 2 game options. We can do this or that tonight because we had a whole different show planned because obviously someone else. Or we can go back to the celebrity names. What's fun to y'all?
This or that.
This or that. Okay, we're gonna do this or that. This or that, by the way, is brought to you by Jag. Hold on. It's brought to you by Jag Vacation and Travel. For all your vacation needs, call Joanne Guilford and let her do all the dirty work for you. Jag Vacations, 903-348-5655. Check the bottom of the screen. That's where
call Jag. Call Jag. It's down there.
Call Jag.
Now, so we want the audience to get involved on this. We're gonna do a lot of editing, and this is gonna be a lot of fun. So we're going to play this or that. I got 17 to choose from. I won't use all of them. Okay, audience, please get in. All right, y'all ready?
Ready.
Tamara Thomas, by the way, she says, I do attempt to lie or try to let people down. I guess you mean I do not because I don't like the feeling. There we go. All right, this or that. I'm just going to throw it out to everybody. City or country?
City.
Ooh.
Would you rather live in the city or the country?
City.
City. You guys see what happened at Valley View?
I'll take a city. I'll take country close to the city.
Oh, you know what? I didn't. Now that's an answer.
No.
Teresa Nelson says she's taking the country. Angie says she's taking the country also. Here we go.
Yeah,
would you rather work remote or would you rather work from home or would you rather work in the office?
Hybrid.
Home.
I haven't experienced work from home. I want to though, but
from home.
Home.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know. Home.
There's just so much flexibility. You get to do so much and get work done. Like
I'm
the
not
fact
focused
that you do
enough.
laundry and be on the phone is crazy.
Yeah.
Tasha Go says remote. In the office says Angie, who's a doctor, by the way.
Oh, yes, she is. Yeah, that's right.
Pumpkin, Trelane. I gave her a nickname. There's 2 pumpkins on here tonight. She says work from home. Deborah Collette, she says work from home. All right, here we go. Do you like the show Living Single? I already know where this is going. Or Friends?
Living
single.
Of course. This is a very biased. Are you an Android or an iPhone person?
Android.
iPhone.
No.
Would you say iPhone?
iPhone.
Us young folk. We're young folk.
Right.
Mercedes or BMW?
If that's what you want to call it.
BMW.
BMW. No, a Mercedes.
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 Chevy Impala.
And Tori Wright said, so I've lived in both, and both has its ups and downs. Country is peace, city is convenient.
Right.
I like that. Tasha Go says iPhone. We got a lot of iPhones, Mercedes, and Tori Wright living single with the original friend. Is the original friend, she says.
All right, Joanne. I see. All right, Tasha. Deborah.
All right. Carpet in your apartment or house, or would you rather hardwood?
Hardwood.
Hardwood.
Oh,
Well, y'all all dealing with allergies.
Hey, I don't like to no Diddy.
Stop the press.
You just the funny man just got the middle of the screen. Whoever's funniest tonight get the middle of the screen. All right, let's go music again. Are we Earth, Wind, and Fire, or the Commodores?
Ooh, dang.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, or the Commodore? You say Earth, Wind, and Fire, Zach?
That's not fair. That's not fair.
I think I know my Commodore songs.
Which one you
I
know?
can't even tell you their songs. I just think
Which one you know, Helen? Which one you know? Sing.
I can't even tell you because the only one I can think of is the Earth, Wind, and Fire song.
All I can remember is one Commodore song. Jesus is Love. That's Commodore, right? No.
That's the only song you know by the Commodore?
I don't know. Maybe.
Brick House?
Dang, maybe I don't know the Commodore.
She's a brick. That's Commodore.
September.
Sail on, Zoom.
Oh, Zoom. Yeah. Commodore.
Yeah.
Ladies.
That's hard.
Wait.
I know it sounds easy. I know it sounds funny, but what is that? I know it's
Easy like Sunday morning.
I'm leaving easy like Sunday morning.
You gotta go Earth, Wind, and Fire though. I'm a big Commodores fan.
I'm EWF all day. All right, summer or winter?
Winter.
Winter.
Winter. Come
Y'all
on.
be
Winter.
Be very careful with this next one. I wish I could show you. I can't show you right now. It's actually you can see it a little bit. OU, which is Oklahoma Sooners.
Whatever else is.
Or Texas.
Come on, bro.
All right, Zach. Hey, we'll see you next week. Next week we got a great show with great guests.
What's that? Them sports teams?
Longhorns. Yeah.
University of Texas or Oklahoma?
Longhorns.
Joanne says summer.
I'm from Florida.
Summer,
I don't know none of it.
Okay.
I'm not from here either, honey. I don't know.
All right.
I think
Tony
that
Justin
did.
says
Hopefully
Texas,
that
hey,
is
girl,
okay.
and Aggie. All right, we're gonna keep it going. Would you rather be a doctor? We already know what Angie's gonna say, or would you rather be a lawyer?
Lawyer.
I don't know. They
Yeah,
both
lawyer.
watching.
Lawyer? Really?
Oh yeah.
Y'all know, do y'all ever think there was a doctor, every doctor had a first day of heart surgery or bypass? They first time. Let me work arguing. You want me to open somebody up and no, baby.
Well,
no.
that's what you trained for.
Huh?
That's what you trained for. Went to school all those years for.
It's different when it's a whole ass old body on there. No.
But see, you see it from a different perspective. I don't know if y'all remember last this or that. She thought it was best to take a back last. See, she see it from a different perspective than we do. I see it from the patient's perspective. It's that person's first time surgery, doing surgery on somebody's heart. I don't want to be the first person you get.
Not the first.
Right.
I want to be like 10,150. I want to be able to do this.
Come in before the surgery.
You don't make some mistakes.
Be like, thank you very much. I just want you to know you're my first patient. Oh my God. Then you like,
hey, I done rose up. I done rose up like the Undertaker.
Right. I'm healthy. I'm good. I don't need it no more.
You can keep the copay.
Right.
No, but they telling you that when you counting down.
Right.
Yeah. You can't do nothing. Right? As soon as they tell you, you out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see you again. Maybe we won't.
Might be our last meeting. Would you pedicure ladies or manicure?
Manicure.
Pedicure.
Fellas?
I never had either.
In the water, bro.
You never had either, you said, Ace?
Nah.
Bless your heart.
Say, man, you better go get them Kenyan feet up in the water, bro. I'll put
Yeah,
mine in the
I
water
tell
in
you
a
what,
heartbeat.
though, after I clip my nail, I do foul them.
Did you say that?
He said Kenyan.
Kenyan, boy, you running for your country.
Very
good.
I own a couple of them.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Putting castor oil on them count, like making them smooth and soft.
Castor oil.
No, it don't count.
That don't
You
count.
got to cut your toenails. All right, all the ladies.
Can you
are saying
imagine? Can you
pedicure.
imagine?
All the ladies are saying pedicure.
All
All
of
the
them
ladies.
say petty.
Can we get a woman to say, here we go. All right, pedicure. I'll work out so I don't mind the nails. Okay, that's good. All right, let's keep it moving. We got a couple more. Would you rather date someone that has bad breath or body odor?
Dang.
Oh, man, don't do that.
Man,
if you ain't go to work today, how you come up with this, bro?
I work for y'all today.
I'm gonna
I'll
have to
take the
say
odor.
bad breath,
Ooh.
right?
I'll take the body odor because you know
Really?
You take the body odor?
You take
Well,
the
because
body
you got to
odor?
think. Most
Yo.
time, bad breath is a condition.
That's the body odor too.
But you
said
talking, because we can sit across the room and talk. I don't know. I take the body odor over bad breath.
Who said text me? Don't do it.
Hey,
Deborah says pass.
hey.
Yeah, I know. We have to work on that, man.
Man, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, I think I'm taking the body odor. I feel like body odor can be at least temporary. You know, we can get a good bath in or shower or whatever you want to do. We can get rid of some of that for a quick minute. But that breath, I can't handle that.
Yeah.
Listen, most breath problems that are conditions, they just ain't got the money, honey. And we gonna go fund me that. The hell? We gonna collect our funds, baby. We getting that cavity out there root now.
Man.
That
Right,
be
so I dated a dude that smelled like pickles. It was horrible.
Smell like pickles.
It's a loss either way. Tasha goes there. Body breath means infection.
Especially if it's breath, they have to get that medicated peroxide that
that monostat.
And I hope nobody out there have
that is not what that is.
shit on mouth there.
Hey, you nasty.
We said monostat.
I don't know what it means. I see the commercial.
This segment was brought to you by
You
monostat.
see the commercial and you still thought it was for your mouth?
No, I'm talking about the body odor. He talking about
depends on how bad that breath is.
Hey, look, we got a few more that we're gonna do. I'm gonna come back in a little bit. We'll finish these off. Stop it, Zach, says Angie. Hey, look, we're gonna take a quick break. Again, that was brought to you by Jag Vacations and Travel. Call 903-348-5655 and contact Joanne Guilford, and she'll take care of all of your travel needs. Hey, it's much easier if you just let her do it. Hey, y'all, we're gonna see y'all in about a second. Okay, Black Card Revolt. Celebrity Edition. Helen took herself out.
Come back, Helen.
Black celebrities, real name, and y'all tell me what their stage name is. Who is Dana Owens?
Oh, I know that. Queen Latifah.
Who is Carrie Elaine Johnson?
Can we get a show she was on?
The View.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg. Yes.
What?
I never get it. Write it down.
Who is Calvin Broadus?
Oh, I know that.
That's easy. Snoop.
Calvin Broadus is Snoop Dogg.
Who is Peter Jean Hernandez?
Comedian.
George Lopez.
Bruno Mars.
Wow. Okay.
Who is Ruby Fenty?
Jim Carrey.
Rihanna.
Oh, that's Rihanna. I'm on the road.
Anybody know Aubrey Graham?
Drake.
Drake.
I know.
Drake.
Drake. Do y'all know who Larry Graham is?
Yeah, bass player.
Yes, used to play with Sly Stone. Larry Graham is Drake's uncle.
Who is Shelton Jackson Lee?
Is he a comedian? Michael Jackson.
It was so good.
Michael Jackson.
Spike Lee.
Oh, I'm bumming.
Stephen Hardaway Morris.
Stevie Wonder.
Ladies, who is Lonnie Rashid Jr.?
Can I get it spelled, please?
Common.
Jennifer Hudson doesn't even know that.
Who is Reginald Dwight?
You're a rapper.
He's not American. He's gay.
What's his name? Reginald Dwight?
Elton John.
Oh, yes. Michael Jackson.
Bonnie Hicks knows.
That's
All
my
right,
mama.
That's your mama, Zach?
Hold on.
Shout out to Zach Mama. Okay.
Wish my mama birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's my mama's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Hey.
Yes.
Happy
She
birthday.
turned-
All right, come on, wait. Y'all,
She
listen
turned
quick.
25.
Happy birthday song, right? Y'all know it's the black version.
What?
3,
It's by
2,
Stephen Hardaway.
1.
Happy
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Mama, love you.
Thank you.
Go to bed.
Not go to bed. That's how it ended.
Welcome back. You're watching Rebranders. I'm your host, Anthony Goodson, alongside my co-host, Adrian A. Stinson, Zach, Yashika, and honestly, Helen. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for sharing the show tonight. We appreciate it. We just having random conversations. We will be back with this and that here in just a few more minutes. We'll keep the conversation going though. One of the things that we said we wanted to talk about, and let me hold on, I got it all written down here. We have a couple things. Helen also wrote, how do you check someone respectfully? You got to check someone. How do you do that respectfully? Can you do it respectfully in 2024? Right? So this is going to actually play in with what you were talking about too, Ace. Ace also said we need to talk about where's the beef? Music, sports. Is it affecting the culture? So I think I'm looking at this Caitlin. I don't know if y'all know much about this sports. Caitlin Clark, white girl. She's excellent in basketball. We're going to come back to that other piece in a minute. She's excellent. Greatest shooter of all time in college, or at least top 2, depending on who you're asking. And she goes into the pros, and now it's a racial issue. The white girl get all this, the white girl that. She's getting $28-30 million deals. Nobody else is getting anything like that in the WNBA. Quite honestly, I don't know how they're going to pay it all back, but because it don't pay like that, Helen. But anyway, where are we in society when it comes to checking people and having some of these, conversations?
Man,
in 2024, it's no such thing as respectfully doing it because everything is so offensive.
Sorry, Angie.
So everything is so offensive. So I don't know. I don't think it's a respectful way.
Yeah,
I know what though. I think Angie's daughter, by the way, plays high level basketball. She's they got some really good genes coming out of the Palestine, Texas area. I'm not going to get into her business, but her daughter, of course, is a part of that, and she's an excellent basketball player. So no offense.
Is that genealogy? I'm just asking.
You won't get no more referrals. You got here that she's now a doctor. She's now a doctor. He works for Vitas.
but I think how do you check people? You know what? That goes back to how we started the whole conversation. Like no, saying no. You have to be able to say no from the beginning. A good friend of mine who works at a radio station, Gary with the T, as a matter of fact, he told me many, many years ago. He said, you have to set the norm at the very beginning.
That's right.
Yes.
When you start doing so, you could get you a new job and people start treating you every kind of way. You can't start trying to be different 2 years down the line.
Right.
Day one, I got to know what my rules are.
Right.
You
That's
have
good
to teach
advice.
people
How to treat you. It's really important to teach people how to treat you. To me, I think in 2024, there is a way that you can, quote, check people respectfully because you have to protect your peace and sometimes you got to tell people, because sometimes they may not know they're doing something to harm you, or and however they receive it is how they receive it. If you being respectful, a lot of times when you're the one being checked, it's already hard.
Right.
The vice versa is the hard
it's
part.
hard. Yeah,
you can always check somebody, but what happens when they check you?
Right. And we all can be subject to being checked.
And how many times do we get it could be a relationship, it be something. They gonna want you to hear what they want to say, but then when you come back and say, well, hold on. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
And
so everybody want to get checked, but they damn sure want to check you.
And I think what I'm learning, and I'm actually having to deal with this at work, which is why I posed it to get opinions. But along the lines of Yashika, what I'm learning from is that ironically, I think that's the wrong mindset to even think that we have to check somebody, right? To Yashika's point, if you're being respectful, you're stating how you're being felt. I'm not checking you. I'm just informing you how I'm feeling. And by chance, you were a part of this feeling. You don't have to own that. You don't have to take grace to it. But this is how I feel. So I think I'm trying to change that. I'm not checking somebody. I'm just respectfully and maybe strongly stating X, Y, and Z will not be tolerated. Now, the challenging part is also accepting that I might not be heard, but I have to accept that I spoke my piece. I did what I came to do. I cannot make somebody hear what I said, and I cannot make somebody respect and comprehend what I said. So at the end of the day, we got to let go of expecting somebody to respect us. If we already got to tell you how we feel, there's already like a slight disconnect there, right? Like part of us aren't aligned. So I already have to bring that up. And so bare minimum, be open to it. Listen to it.
It actually is checking today's day. Checking back in the day when we grew up was a
even now, at the end of the day,
I mean, how do you? What's actually checking? What you know what I mean? Like,
Well, you know what? That's not a new term though. Let me go to the comments real quick. And Tori Wright says, until we get together as one, we can't check anyone, because if we come together and do a group check, then that's when it will work. I get that. Deborah Goodson, you need to have standards that you can't compromise. Teresa Nelson says, no is a complete sentence. I love that, Teresa. Now, individually checking someone, just do it right. You have to. I'm going to just read that much, because if you don't do it right, it could be a fight. Problem is, we used to say, put them in check back when we were kids. Right. Now it's check them. It's the same thing.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Before you wreck yourself.
Now that's where I think we stopped doing, because a lot of us don't check ourselves.
Right.
And I think the question that Zach posed is a great question. How do you get checked? Because you know you're not right all the time. You have to suffer through humility in order to be checked. Right? Especially if somebody is doing it completely out of love. When you start looking at church the way they do it in the church, and they're doing it out of love and spiritual and biblical and all that stuff, sometimes, a few times, maybe less than
a couple times.
One or two times. They're still human, right? But if you do it right, you have to know that it has to be with it. I think each and every person has to run their life as if they're a brand. I'm a business, right? Even if you just work at and I hate to say the word just, y'all, I'm very opposed to the word just, but if you quote unquote just work at the Walmart and you're you mop floors, whatever, you still got to carry yourself like a brand. Because Walmart, for example, Walmart has a candy bar on the shelf for $1 or whatever it costs, and they're not negotiating that. So you as a person, you can't negotiate what your standards are, right? And just like Dave Chappelle said this, and I'll let y'all talk. Dave Chappelle said when he was getting ready to be a comedian, his dad said to him, he said, know your boundaries, know how far you'll go, know where you won't go, your class, who you are, your integrity, all that stuff needs to be set right now. So in 10 years, when it comes up, it's not going to be a problem. You are the guy that your foundation says you are, right? And so I think that people have to understand that part. So when you are checked, it's wisdom that's kind of, interfering with the direction that you're going. Tony Goodson says, how about let me think about it? Okay.
I like the way you think, Tony.
One of the things I like to say, especially around my circles are not very big, but I'll say, check me if I'm wrong. I respect you, Anthony, Zach, Helen, Ace. If I did something, I'd rather you tell me.
Right.
Far too many times people just like cut you off, or they don't talk, or like they don't talk to you, or things change instead of, if I've wronged you, let me know, check me when I'm wrong, and let me see if that was on purpose. You'll know, because there'll be some confrontation. If not, sometimes you need to be checked because you don't know that you've wronged somebody. I don't know what I did to you, and let's have dialogue about it. That's adult. But that's a whole nother level of adulting.
And I was gonna say the key to even quote unquote being checked is that there should be a conversation with it. Right. It shouldn't be, I don't like you, let's walk away. It should be, I don't like you because XYZ. I hear you. Let me respond to that. And then you have a conversation. I think in today's generation, everybody's guarded. Everybody's on defensive. I'm not checking you to argue with you, baby. I want to fix this. Can we talk about it?
Right.
No,
but when you say I don't like you as in a person, no, what you did or that ways you have, that's different than you yourself. I can't say I don't like you. It's your ways and some things you do,
Right.
Today's so one-sided. You know what I mean? And we all are guilty. You want to tell somebody how you feel, but when they really tell you how they feel,
like I did you.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
It's never is.
It's never. And that's what we are as people. Look at life, even for friendship, relationships. Somebody's going to tell you exactly how they feel. And as soon as you tell them, they're mad at you. Hang up, whatever. They don't want to talk to you.
Things change.
Because they don't want to also hear exactly what you're trying to tell them. Hey, man, you know what? You just ain't perfect either. Let me tell you this.
So is that what you did to Janique?
Zach, could you do us a favor and read what the comment says there for? How loud would be nice.
Man, block Janique. Block Janique.
But that humility is a big part. Because I think so many people think we're right all the time.
All the time.
Everything we do is right. And
All
so
the time.
it's easy for us to, it's kind of hard for us to check people, but it's much easier for me to check you than
Right.
to be checked. And
Yeah.
I need to be checked. I want to be correct.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
if
me
I'm
too.
wrong,
Yeah.
I want to be.
Me too.
You're gonna always find somebody you know who's always right. They might as well run for president.
The
Yeah.
narcissist, narcissism is so real, y'all. Like it is
It is.
a real
It
condition.
is.
And having conversations with anybody that thinks that they're right, like truly, they will argue that the sky is purple because in their head they really see. That's
Yeah.
where I'm saying what they say you gotta learn when to walk away. You
Yeah.
know what protect
Nowhere in
your
the world.
It's
Right.
a growing nomenclature for sure.
that gun is hard.
I read, Teresa Nelson says, I read something yesterday. A bottle of $1 water can be charged from $1 to maybe $5, depending on where it's sold. So it depends where you are, which determines your
Understood.
value. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's so deep. That's very deep,
Yeah.
Teresa. We can get into that all day. I really like
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
dollar water tastes good too when you ain't got no money.
It tastes same as the $5.
Hello,
Right there. It is hard for some people to hear about themselves. It is true. You know, a lot of people, very real. Ruthisha Cersei. I like that.
It's a pretty
Ruthisha.
name.
That's a very pretty name.
Ruth, what's up, Ruth?
Okay,
Yeah.
somebody's diagnosed. Hey, look here, y'all. We're gonna take us another quick little break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna finish this list. That was a lot of fun. Ace, what's this word?
Sisyphean.
What does it mean?
It's just a impossible task.
Very good. Ace. Very
I'm,
good.
I'm up on all the nomenclature.
Very good.
Right, his
I'm
nomenclature.
up on all the nomenclature.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're gonna do some this or that. We only have 4 more left, and I need somebody in this group to use what's the word again?
Sisyphean.
In a sentence. In a normal sentence. We'll see y'all in like 45 seconds. Okay, Black Card Revolt. Finish this line, but I need somebody who will stand by me. What's the next line?
Sunny day. Damn.
I'm sorry.
The way he sounded, he might be trying to find how to get to Sesame Street.
That sounds like Sesame Street.
Sunny day.
That sunny day, I was ready to learn.
When it's tough, she won't run. She will always be right there for me. Right.
That sunny day is my favorite.
Hey, I love that one too. I had to
They caught me off guard.
All right. Hey, look, we're going to finish up with this or that. Since we're still doing this or that, it's still brought to you by Jack Vacations and Travel. All your vacation and travel needs. Hey, look, y'all, if y'all need a travel agent, please give her a phone call. Her name is Joanne Guilford. She can do it. I don't care if you live in California or if you live in Connecticut. Joanne can take care of you. 903-348-5655. All right. We're going to finish up this and that. This or that. Number 14, it says, would you rather have acne or date somebody with acne or jacked up teeth? Ooh.
Acne.
Give me that acne.
Yeah, give me that acne. Give me that acne.
Yeah.
Are y'all light colors or dark color people?
Dark.
Light color.
Dark.
Like
Yeah, dark.
I think I'm gonna say dark too.
Dark.
I
Okay.
think so.
Getting close to the end. When you go to the gym, do you prefer cardio or weight training?
Wait.
Weight training or cardio at the gym.
Yeah,
Heavy set.
We can see.
Hey, we ain't gonna ask you about your Rogaine regimen now.
Take your hat off.
Don't worry about me.
All right, almost done. Sit-ups or push-ups? I don't know where I get all these workouts from.
Push-ups.
Sit-ups? Okay.
Push-ups are always easy than sit-ups.
Here in the final one, this is a good one because if you ever been here, you know it. Would you rather be overly full or would you rather be extremely hungry?
Damn.
Extremely hungry.
Yeah, that overly full be.
Yeah, overly full. Yeah. Man, but that's extremely hungry, boy. Boy.
You just gotta drink some water and the
Make
brown.
you feel like you got sugar.
Hey, got sugar.
That
Make you
overly
feel
full
like
is that overly full is a tough one because
It
the
is,
good news
I don't
about
like it.
overly full is typically when you're overly full, you're at home. You can at least lay around.
Yeah.
But when I'm hungry, man, I get angry, hangry, make bad decisions, eat bad, everything.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
I think I'd rather be in that state though. Dietrich says, "You know who? No one. I don't miss today. Curb."
We need Curb.
Yo, he named him Curb, and he's Curb forever now.
Where's he at? He's probably watching.
Lurking in
Call
the
him
shadow
Curb.
somewhere right now. Yeah.
Don't give me roots. And turns out I like to mix cardio with weight. So do I. Curb, by the way, for those of you who aren't watching, somebody who was on last week when we did a pop-up show.
Y'all gotta go
stay
watch.
tuned.
It was
We
so
do
good.
pop-up shows over here. Okay. What did we say we were going to talk about going to the break? I forgot.
We didn't. We just played this or that.
You talk about the this or that and Caitlin Clark.
Start us off with Curb. Oh, Curb.
Oh, okay, well, anyway, holding oneself accountable. That's one of the things that we were talking about. That was something I think Yashika texted me earlier that we definitely need to talk about. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough whenever somebody comes to you and tell you where you're wrong. That's a Bible story, and I'll tell it really quick. Make a long story short, an individual saw a woman bathing on top of a building, and he was a king, and he saw this woman, and he thought, oh my God, she's gorgeous. So what did he do? He slept with her. He had a baby, or he got her pregnant. Once he got her pregnant, they were in war at the time. So he pulled the husband out, saying, hey, look here, I want you to go over here and that way be with your wife. And so he was going to try to get him to sleep with his wife so he could be the father of the baby, right? And then everything would have been cool. Well, the guy was like, no, I'm not going to sleep with this woman. I know this is my wife, but my men are in battle. I'm not going to sleep with her, right? And so he didn't. He didn't sleep with her. And finally, what the king did was he put him back out in war, had a guy on the front line, and the guy got killed. That's a true story in the Bible. Now, you know what's interesting about that? Somebody came to tell that guy what he did. And he was like, let's have him killed. Let's do this, let's do that. And he was like, I'm talking about you. So, and then he started making some changes in his mind. Humility is huge. You got to understand that you are not always right. You make mistakes. You make, and you know, I guess sometimes it takes the right person to tell him, because with wisdom, he told the story. And I don't know how David, I didn't mean to say your name, David. How David's in the Bible, so he ain't like going to keep watching. But I don't know how David didn't know that story wasn't him. Anyway, let's go to the comments real quick. Dark, give me real. I'm sorry I went to that one. And Tori Wright says, Age, you don't look like you have any. You don't have to choose. Extreme boys. They scored on Ace today.
Oh man,
Carrie
do it to
Scott,
yourself.
David and Bathsheba. What's up, Carrie? All right, y'all. We've had a really, really good show. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We didn't need no George Wallace. What y'all think?
Not till next time.
He got to next time.
No, we might get George Wallace on one of these days, y'all.
Hey, the next time, let him call in and we just don't show up.
I appreciate the apology, though. I appreciate the apology.
We did. So just to give everybody a feedback who's watching right now, we had scheduled George Wallace, comedian, to be on the show twice. We have his information. And George has told us twice he's going to be on. And, you know, he apologized both times. And he truthfully had a good excuse, I guess, both times. So we'll accept that. We're moving on. And if he decides to come on another time, we will do it. But, you know, we also had another guest 3 weeks ago and another guest today who also called in, but we're not going to talk about them. Anyway, y'all, guess what time it is?
Hey, yo, who we got on the show next week?
We're going to have a great group on. We're actually going to be interviewing gay men who put S on the end of everything they say. And we're just going to be asking, is it just gay or are they living in abundance? Nursing mothers with nipple piercings. We just going to let them know that's not the source of iron the doctor was talking. So we got a lot of money. Auto mechanics with clean hands, and we can ask them what the hell you been doing all day. Well, I like men's cockeyed dodgeball players. And the name of the show will be Nature's Cheat Code. Ballerinas who suffer from ingrown toenails. And the name of the show is going to be No Pain, No Gain. Midgets that are applying for the police department. And we're going to name the show going to be Standing Tall for Justice.
Yeah.
I'm going to do you like dudes in the hood. I'm like, we ain't scared of you. Come on, Zach, let's get it.
Oh, man.
Boy, you
trying to get me with Zach if you want to.
Hey, he's a fool, boy.
We love you, Ace. I think they're trying to say that he's not just scoring on you. I think God is going to bless you above all that you can ever ask or think. You just watch. A guest is coming better than ever. Many guests.
Speak it, right? Speak it.
Joel Osteen in July.
Speak on him.
Hey, looking back on that little clip we just had, you talked a lot about gay people. This is Pride Month, so I don't know if
I'm sorry, all my alternative brothers and sisters are theys, thems.
Symbian, you got to use that in a sentence. It's on you, Yashika.
Hey, yo, Ace, who we got on the show next week?
Yashika, thank you for asking that. I went out and recruited a group of guys to come on the show because I thought we were going to be talking about bullying. But I told them, I sent them a text during the show and let them know that they can still come on. So we're going to be talking to the most notorious cyber bullies. They call themselves the bad boys of keyboards. They give a new meaning to a mean stroke game.
Okay. Okay.
Double entendre. That was good.
You see, the cyber bully mean stroke game.
I'm sorry.
She's sleeping.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Not sleepy.
I'll tell you what. I thought it was pretty good.
Wait.
I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was good.
But Helen, I never know because Helen it's always good. Whenever Ace do a joke, she laugh and I think it's me.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I'm not
you
just saying they're funny. I think a lot of things are funny. But a stroke game, like a keystroke. So there's
stroke game, new meaning to mean stroke game.
Right.
That ain't the stroke she talking about.
Right.
When you type on a computer, your shit.
I didn't get it.
Keystroke.
Hey,
I said new meaning too.
Somebody in the comments explain.
That was a different stroke.
This is a family show.
I'm talking about cyberbullying. What are you talking about, Yashika?
What did the 0 say
Family
to the
show.
8?
Huh?
What did the 0 say to the 8? Nice belt. No.
Nice. Oh,
I thought that once before, y'all didn't.
Zero.
We thank everybody. Hey, look, if y'all have a side hustle, next week we are talking side hustles.
Yes,
So other ways to make money, not doing a whole lot of labor like mowing yards and all that stuff. That's cool. But we're talking new age side hustles, ways you can make money. So
that'd be
somebody, or if you yourself can have one, please get in contact with us. We need
and some entrepreneurs too, right?
Don't call in here with no OnlyFans unless you can show proof.
I got that. That's good.
That was good. That was good.
That was good.
What happened to a family show?
Well, that doesn't mean it's a family show.
It's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
That-
Yeah,
that
we
also
definitely
is
want
a
y'all
family
to-
show.
On here in mine.
Only
I'll
fans
got
is
my
a family
views on
show
it.
too, though.
We
got a lot of
definitely
things
want
on
you
there.
guys to tell us what your side hustles are. We have a lot of other great shows coming, so stay tuned. Also, t-shirt giveaways. I don't know if you can see the t-shirt. We have some rebranders t-shirts that we're gonna give away next week. Stay tuned.
That's nice, real nice.
Pink t-shirts also,
Yeah,
along,
you
Pink is coming, y'all.
along with a little bottle of bubbly. Is that right?
Curb, get a hold of us, Curb. We got a t-shirt for you, Curb.
Absolutely.
Can we
Well,
see-
anyway, thank y'all for joining us. We'll see y'all next week. Black Card Revolt. Finish this line, but I need somebody who will stand by me. What's the next line?
Sunny day.
Damn. I'm sorry.
The way he sounds, he might be trying to find how to get to Sesame Street.
That sounds like Sesame Street.
Sunny